Hey, what's up guys? Chill, welcome back to Tsukihime Piece of Blue Glass Moon. Last time we finished off the hotel section where we encountered a new enemy who wasn't in the original, Vlav. What was his last name? I think it was like Archangel, something like that. But spelled weirdly, it was like A-R-K-H-A something. And then Angel. I actually just recorded the second dead end, but that was 11 minutes. So it's probably gonna be tacked on to the end of this main story part. So when you see that the last 11 minutes are kind of going back in time, I mean, it has its own intro, so you should know what's going on. But I just want to disclaim that yeah, at the end there's gonna be me playing through the second dead end. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Day 5, Fire and Blood 2. Loads data. See if Arquid can recover a little bit under our protection. Because we got interrupted rudely by Mr. Vlav. Oh, nice place. I think I'm trying to remember what her room looked like in the original. I want to say I like her original room better just because I don't like the bed placement. If that makes sense. Actually, wait, no, is that the door to no, because the front door is where the kitchen is. Unless they changed that. Then what's that door on the left here? No, that's just a window? I think that's just a window. Maybe. Yeah, because that has the same thing as the window there, so I don't know why I'm pointing like you can see, but yeah, I would I really don't, yeah, I don't like this room at all. I'll be honest. There's no place I would feel good about putting the bed. I don't know. Arquid's room doesn't exactly scream vampire. I wasn't in a right state of mind last time, so I didn't get a good look, but it's just a normal apartment. Yeah, what'd you expect? There isn't a bottle of blood in sight. You think they just carry that around? No mysterious sculptures or antiques either. Yeah. She's not an animal. Of course she has tableware. I mutter to myself as I lay her down on the bed sheets. Arquid might be light, but that doesn't make it any less exhausting to have carried her all the way here. Yeah, complain all you want. I plant myself right there on the floor and catch my breath. You know, there's a good couch right there. It's just about 7 o'clock. Yeah, you do that. You know, I think it would be better if this room had blackout curtains instead of just regular curtains. If it had blackout curtains, I would swap where those couches and table are with the bed. And I think that would be a lot better. But again, that would depend on it having blackout curtains rather than just normal ones that still let light through. I forced one last ounce of strength into my tired bones and shut the curtains. And with that, my body finally releases the tension it'd been holding on to all this time. As I try to sit back down, my knees give out and send me crashing down onto the floor. Ouch. And fighting vicious dogs. And, you know, I think you're well within your right to be tired. Ever since my accident, my body's been slow to heal from injuries. Though that was never cause for me to shy away from working out. And the Arimas had a dojo, so I always made sure to exercise as much as I could. That's good. Even a common cold can be dangerous if you don't take care of yourself. But since I've kept active, I'd say I'm about as fit as anyone. It's just my stamina that's awful. Like an athlete geared for a single sport, I'm a sprinter that isn't going to be winning any marathons. Fair. Now that I'm lying on the ground, there's no way I'm getting up again. I spent the entire night talking to Arquid, and it's been a full day since I had anything decent to eat. It's kind of amazing that I've managed to hold out this long, frankly. Yeah, she'll be fine. Take a nap. Oh? I steal a glance at the girl on the bed. Her abdomen seems to have stopped bleeding, and if she can come back to life after being dismembered, I'm not really sure I need to be worried in the first place. Yeah. I mean... My head throbs like I have a fever. I'm so tired I can barely breathe. Yet here I am, more worried about her than about myself. Maybe I really am coming down with something. Yeah, that sickness. That love sickness. Brum, brum, brum. But he doesn't even realize. I'm assuming that was him passing out. Yeah, it looks...
オートバイのブレーキペダルが何らかの異常をきたしてブレーキの効かない状態で急な坂道を降りたことが原因とみられています。
Okay.
負傷者は2名。幸い死者はおりませんでした。
That's good. It's good there was no fatalities. But what bike accident are they talking about?
寝ちゃったのか。
Are they somehow blaming the hotel being burnt in multiple areas on a bike collision? Motorcycle, that is? Motorbike? Like that would... okay. that wouldn't really make any sense, but I guess I was tired enough to pass out right here on the floor. It looks like someone opened the curtains and covered me with a blanket while I was still snoozing. Aww. I'd wager it's past noon by now. The TV is switched on and playing the same old news in the background. I look to the bed, but I don't see Arquid.
あいつどこに
Make breakfast? Maybe? I prop myself up to get a better look around. There's a hint of movement coming from the kitchen in the next room.
あんな体のくせに何動き回ってるんだ
Getting food ready? That's what I think anyway. I shrug off the blanket as I lurch to my feet. I'd better head to the kitchen and check on our wounds.
次のニュースです
Oh, here we go. Okay, so the bike had nothing to do with it. Okay. Now we're getting into... okay.
本日未明倉見橋ドームホテルで火災が発生しました内部からの火災警報はなく午前6時業務に戻ったスタッフがホテル内の異常を発見し警察に通報
Yeah, no one.
現在消防署と連携を取りながらホテル内の消火作業を続けている模様です
That's good. I'm surprised there were fires still, because he kind of, turned them all off, but okay. I guess maybe his fire caught something else on fire that was separate from his fire, maybe? Or something caught fire. Maybe someone was cooking something and they got startled and accidentally lit. So I don't know. I freeze in place. My gaze is drawn back to the newscast.
ホテルに宿泊していた200名の安否は未だ確認されておりません現在消火作業は急ピッチで進められていますが未だホテル内から要救助者は1名も発見されず
Also, yeah, it's not my audio settings. It's actually just that quiet with this guy news anchor talking. The news anchor continues droning on about the details in a detached voice. A list of 200 names scrolls across a photo of the hotel we stayed at last night. Neither Arkwid's nor my name is listed. Right, structural fault, Yeah, it could make sense, if not completely outrageous. I turn off the TV. 200 guests remain unaccounted for? They have yet to find any survivors? If they already know what they know, why hold out on telling everyone the truth? That every last person in the hotel was engulfed by those insane flames and burned to a crisp, leaving nothing behind. Because you would think there would be bones. It takes a really hot fire to destroy bones. I resist the urge to hurl. I can't. Not here. Not now. Simply feeling sick would make me no better than swine. After coming out of that alive, the only thing I should let myself feel is hatred. Yes, yes, let the hate flow through you, young one. 200 people. 200 people of whom not a trace remains, who were massacred without a shred of sympathy or mercy. His face flares vividly in my mind. I don't know who he is. All I know is that he's the monster behind the carnage. Is my heart numb from all the things I saw? Fear still courses through my veins. Anger too, coiling around like a snake. Yet my thoughts remain cool and collected. It's like my brain and my heart are working on two different frequencies. Just thinking about that fur-clad man makes me want to rage, yet my fingertips tingle with alertness, primed for action. I don't need emotions to know what to do. I don't need fire or heat or passion. All I need to do is cleanly cut through the lines. Or through his lines. Yeah, that would do it.
気がついたの、シキ。
Hi, yeah, we're hi. Arkwid pokes her head out from the kitchen. Oh, I don't know. Does her hair look less floofy? Maybe I'm crazy. I'm probably crazy. No, I don't know. Something about her hair looks different.
怖い顔しちゃって何かあった？
Oh, just thinking about how much we hate that guy. Don't worry about it. Arkwid talks to me casually, like nothing happened.
いや、別に。おはよう。
Yes. Pretend nothing is wrong, of course. It's a great idea. Also, I'm sorry about this. I really have to pee. I was fine when I started recording, but for some reason it hit me out of nowhere. I will be just right back. Okay. Sorry about that.
おはよう。
And now my chair is like stuck on something. Oh.
朝の挨拶をするなんて珍しい経験で。
And by not often you mean like never? Her sweet smile takes me by surprise, and I need to swallow hard to even out my breathing. The cold thoughts of vengeance that clogged my mind to melt like snow before the sun. Well, she's the moon, giggly. but okay. But the moon reflects the sun, so you know. What am I even thinking about? Get it together, Shiki. The whole reason you got up in the first place was to check on Arkwid.
アルクエイド、傷はいいのか？
傷？
Yeah.
とりあえず問題ないわ。
That's good. Good. Arkwid seems to be just fine. Also, I noticed while it was paused, the note in the top right. I had forgotten about that. She does this in the original too. If you don't know, well, you'll see. It looks like she's back to the way she was before. If anything, she's definitely looking better than I'm feeling right about now.
そうか。それならよかった。
At least the person in my immediate vicinity is safe. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Shiki? What the hell am I talking about? Arkwid isn't even a person. At least not in the usual sense. That's speciesist. How did I forget that? I must still be half asleep.
でもまあ、いいことには変わりはないよな。お前の傷、大したことじゃなかったんだから。
Sure.
どうしたのよ、シキ。ちょっと前までは私のこと化け物呼ばわりしてたくせに。
See, it's complicated. We you know, I got nothing.
ちょっと前までじゃなくて、今でもそう思ってる。
More or less.
でもそれとこれとは別問題だ。
Okay.
助けてもらったら感謝ぐらいはするさ。
I would say more, but yeah.
助けたって私がシキを？
Yeah. Arkwid's eyes are wide with surprise. Did she not even realize she rescued me?
そうだよ。お前は俺を助けてくれたんだよ。
Yes.
だから、今更だけど、かばってくれてありがとう。
Yeah.
お前に引っ張られなかったら、俺も焼け死んでいたところだ。
I like a good roast, but roast Shiki doesn't sound very appealing. You know, roast duck, roast beef. Those are all pretty good. I don't know about roast, you know, Mystic Eyes Holder. Doesn't sound very appealing.
ありがとうって。別にいいよ、そんなこと考えなくて。シキがブローブと出会った原因は私にあるんだし、シキに感謝される資格はないもの。
Well, you're getting it anyway, okay? Deal with it.
助けられたのも事実だろう。アルクエイドは俺をかばってくれた。その点だけは本当に感謝してる。
As you should.
確かに事実だけ見ればそうだけど。
Are you gonna keep arguing about this?
やっぱりそれは違うよ、シキ。見張り役を引き受けなければ、あなたはあんな目には合わなかった。
Well, if we hadn't agreed, you would have killed us. So it's like, you know,
シキの生活に毒を混ぜたのは私よ。あなたは私を憎みこそすれ、感謝するのは間違ってるんじゃない？
He's okay. He's weird, okay? Don't worry about it. Arkwid's gotten weirdly caught up on this.
間違ってないよ。
I mean, maybe.
自分の行動は自分で責任を持つしかない。ずっと昔にそういうことを教えてくれた人がいたんだ。周りがどうあれ、自分が望んでやったことは自分の手で決着をつけなさいって。
It's a good life motto. Which is why I don't hold the slightest grudge against her over the whole guard thing either. If there's anyone to blame for getting me into this mess, it's myself.
そっか。言われてみれば、盾が必要になったのは、シキが私を殺したからだものね。
I don't think that's what he was getting at, but, you know, that is true though, I guess.
なら、あなたを巻き込んだことについて、私が謝る必要はないってこと？
Yes.
ああ、そういうこと。自業自得なんだよ、今の俺は。
自業自得か。うん、 シキってば初めから運が悪かったのね。
Yeah, you could say that.
人を殺すにしたって私以外の子にしておけばこんなことにはならなかっただろうし。
No other girl would have set off his monster murder like feeling. So well, I mean, I'm sure some girl would, but probably none in the town currently. Since Ciel's currently, well, she's human, but she's well, you know what? Yeah, yeah.
あのな。
That's assuming I would have killed someone else at all. It's not like I make a habit out of stalking people down the street and murdering them. Arkwid was the first and only person for whom I ever felt that uncontrollable urge to kill. And I have a feeling I wouldn't just feel that for anyone else. That's a weird way to say you love her, but okay.
Oh.
You know, if you take that entirely out of context, but you know that he ends up in love with her, you can see him as a sort of yandere, right? Like, not actually when you take in like context, but like if you just told someone bits and pieces, they'd probably assume Shiki is a yandere. Like, just a random thought.
何？忘れ物でも思い出したの？
いや、忘れ物というか、なんていうか。考えてみれば、どうして俺は
You question
お前
that?
を殺そうなんて思ったんだろう。
You question that now? Okay. Arkwid knits her eyebrows in disapproval. She's like, you killed me and you don't know why? A fair reaction, you know? You wouldn't want to hear that your murderer doesn't even know why they killed you. True, I guess.
理由なんてないんじゃない？
Yes?
だってシキは根っからの殺人鬼なんだから。
No, not really.
は？
Well, to be fair, you were very, professional, I guess.
私を襲った時なんてすごく手慣れていたものね。チャイムを押して扉が開いた瞬間に手を差し込んできて有無を言わさず中に押し入る。
You're making real good points.
こっちが驚いている間に狙撃で生命活動を停止させて、あとはザックザクに切り裂いてバラバラにする。
Yeah, no, we did do that, yeah.
うん、あの不意打ちは完璧だった。
Okay, why do you look so pleased about that? That's, okay?
どのくらい完璧だったかっていうと、あの時の式をそのままキャンバスに閉じ込めれば、それ以上はないほどの絵になるぐらい完璧だった。
Again, why do you look happy about that?
私がまだ正常なままだったら、お城に持ち帰って飾ってあげたいぐらい。
Thanks, I guess. Arkwid excitedly rattles off a litany of bizarre praise. But there's just one issue.
そう。
I've never killed anyone before.
けど、今回は殺した相手が悪かったわね。
What do you mean this time? It was the okay.
シキが今まで何人殺してきたかは知らないけど、獲物に私を選んだ時点で年貢の納め時だったんじゃない？何よ、さっきから怖い顔して。
Arkwid, I hate to break it to you, but that's no. You no.
言いたいことがあるならはっきり言えばいいのに。私とあなたの間で今さら我慢することなんてないでしょ？
I guess so. How right she is. I nod and beckon her to come closer.
何？内緒話？
Something like that, yeah. Arkwid closes the gap between us quickly, eyes sparkling with anticipation. I bring my lips to her ear and decide to say my piece.
あのな、アルクエイド。
何? One, two,
そんなわけないだろこのバカ女。
So that's an interesting translation because onna, O-N-N-A, if you wrote it out in Romaji, means woman. I feel like a proper translation for that would have been, I can't say for the first part, like, so your WF base, you stupid woman, is what that probably actually translates to, but I'm going to assume, never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm just assuming translators didn't want to put stupid and woman in the same sentence. But okay. My voice echoes throughout the apartment. Like, I don't know a lot of Japanese, but I do know some words, and I know Ona when I hear it, and it's like... They didn't translate that. I blasted Arkwid's eardrums with all the volume I could muster. Wow. His voice so powerful you caused ringing. Arkwid groans as she makes a big show of clutching her ear. Well, you're saying we've probably murdered people when we haven't, other than you.
怒りたいのはこっちの方だ。なんか微妙にめちゃくちゃな注文してきやがるかと思えば、お前そういうことだったのか。
え？そういうことって何？
俺をイカれた殺人鬼だと思い込んで、化け物相手に盾になれとか見張りをやれとか無茶な注文をしてきたことだよ。ああ、もうとんでもない勘違いをしやがって。
Okay, to be fair though, actually, this is kind of on Arkwid. Because, like, yes, his professionalism would make you think he's done this before, right? But at the same time, the way he was legitimately apologetic, and she acknowledged that his apology was genuine, why would a mass murderer with, like, no morals, so to speak, genuinely apologize? Like, doesn't really make sense.
いいか、この際言っておくけど、俺は殺人鬼でも殺人狂でもない。人を殺すなんてお前が初めてだったんだから。
My confession must have come as quite the surprise. Her sheer shock makes me finally realize how extraordinary it was that I murdered her. Yeah?
嘘。あんなに手慣れてて、あれが初めてだったっていうの？シキ。
What is that phrasing? I was your first? You seem so... Okay, yeah. Yo, okay. Uh-huh.
そうだよ。こんなおかしな目を持ってるけど、俺だってそれなりにできるだけ真面目に生きてきたんだ。この線を使って人を殺したいなんて思ったことは一度もない。
ふん。それじゃあどうして見ず知らずの私を殺したりしたのよ。
That's why he asked! He was like, why did I do that?
だからそれが。
I'm about to tell her I don't know, but pause as I realize just what a coward I am.
あの時、俺は。
Yeah?
お前と街ですれ違った途端、吐きそうなぐらい気になって。
It's a weird phrasing again. From the second I saw her, I could only think of her snow white form. I couldn't stop the lust welling up beneath my skin, nor the vulgar grin that crept across my face as I chased her down.
俺はそのまま 気がついたら君をこの手で。
Mm-hmm. Right here in this room. Without any rhyme or reason, I chopped up that beautiful figure and stood in the puddle of her bloody remains.
そうか。
Mm-hmm. What's up? What's up? Strength evaporates from my body. No longer able to stand, I dropped to my knees. Of course, I don't have any right to be angry with Arkwid. Even if she's alive now, even if she was never human to begin with, the fact remains that I killed her with my own 2 hands.
何よ、またいきなり黙っちゃって。そうかって、何がそうなの、シキ。
だからごめんって言わなくちゃいけない。
Yeah. I've been using how weird this all is to avoid doing something incredibly important.
ごめん。ごめんな、アルクエイド。俺は君をここで殺した。俺は何よりそのことを一番最初に謝らないといけなかったのに。
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should have. No wonder Arkwid thought I was just some cold-blooded killer. Without showing any guilt or remorse, I've been acting like I was the victim. Yeah, you kinda did. Not just that, even now I still don't know why.
殺したのは事実なんだ。だから俺は罰を受けないといけない。こんな人殺し、みんなの社会に混ぜるわけにはいかないだろう。
What I did was beyond evil. A person who decides to take a life without reason doesn't deserve to walk free.
そう。シキは本当に自分でも理由がわからないのね。
Unfortunately, no. Well, I mean, I know, but he doesn't know. I nod, still hanging my head.
つまり、楽しいとも感じなかったってことでしょ？
Well, I don't know about that.
うん。確かに殺人鬼の中には息をするみたいに人を殺すやつもいるけど、シキは普段はまともっぽいよね。
そうだな。一応そのつもりだけど。
I mean,
いえ、まっとうすぎるぐらいまともよ。あなたは。
You've known us for a day. What do you mean? Sometimes you're like, what, okay.
それで、殺したくなったのは私だけなの？
No.
ああ。アルクエド以外にはそんな気持ちにはならなかった。
Again, if you take this out of context, like you remove the killed me, right? You know, the talk about killing, and just took a lot of this out of context. It makes it seem like a love confession. I assume they did that on purpose. I'm assuming that's purposeful, but it's still it's funny. I don't know.
なんだ、なら問題ないじゃない。ほら、顔を上げてシキ。あなたは殺人鬼なんかじゃないよ。
I mean, he kinda is, but I lift my head as if I've been forgiven. Arkwid is smiling, brimming with such confidence and trust that it startles me. I killed her, but she believes in me more than I believe in myself.
それに何の罰も受けなくていいと思う。たまたまシキが殺したいって思った相手が私で、厄介なことにシキにはこれ以上ない殺人技巧が備わっていた。
Yeah?
けど都合のいいことに私が吸血鬼だったんだから 誰も死んでないでしょ。
That's true.
だからシキがそんなに悩む必要はないよ。人間たちの社会の道徳も気にしなくていいと思う。
Yeah, I mean, if anything, if people knew about vampires, aside from the church, you'd probably be heralded as a hero. Like, realistically.
人間にあなたは弾劾できない。だって今のところ世界でシキを責めていいのは被害者である私と当事者であるシキ本人だけなんだから。
それはそうだけど、お前を殺したっていう事実だけは決して変わらないじゃないか。
You'll just have to work on forgiving yourself, I guess. Even if what Arkwood says is true. Even if there's no proof that any crime occurred. I'm still going to carry this sin with me forever.
それは当然よ。私だってまだ根に持ってるんだから。そう簡単に忘れられちゃ困るわ。
Yeah, no, it's fair enough.
だけどね、シキ。ちゃんとあなた本人がそう思えて、ずっと後悔していくんなら、問題はないんじゃない？
That'd just be cheating my way out, though.
シキ、人間の中にはね、どんなに世の中を恨んでいても、悪魔に魂を売れない人がいるわ。例えば、吸血鬼相手にごめんなさい、なんて言える正直者とかね。
Yeah, there's some real morons like that, that's true.
だから大丈夫。誰がなんて言ったって、シキ本人がそうじゃないって言い切ったって、シキはまだそっち側の世界にいられるよ。
I'm at a loss for words. How can she say such kind, reassuring words to the man who murdered her?
ほら、そんなことより私たちにはもっと厄介な問題があるでしょ。シキの目も覚めたんだし、今後のことを話し合いたいんだけど。
Yeah. Oh. Oh, I guess she wasn't as good as she thought she was. It's like someone flipped a switch. One moment Arkwood's cheerfully chattering away, and the next she's on the ground. I rushed to her side.
参ったな。やっぱりまだ無理みたい。
Yeah, you're not fully recovered. Her breathing is labored, and beads of sweat glisten across her brow. My eyes wander to her abdomen, where the slightest trace of red has started to seep through her white sweater. Yeah, it's not healed. That's the one she incurred while protecting me in the hotel.
ブローブに裂かれたところね。シキにやられたせいで治りが遅くなってるだけよ。
Yeah, Shiki, look what you did.
とりあえず傷口だけは塞いでおいたんだけど、あんまり効果はなかったみたい。
Well, that's because you... Her tone is still cheery as ever. But I notice an undercurrent of pain shuddering around the edges.
塞いでおいたって何で？
You don't want to know. You really don't want to know, Shiki.
それ...
Arkwood gestures at a brown object dropped haphazardly on the wooden floor. At a glance, I mistake it for a small ring cake. But upon closer inspection, I realize it's packing tape.
バカも休み休みにしろ!
I mean, to be fair. To be fair. Okay. Obviously, this is mainly when in your, really dire situations where you have literally nothing else. You can use packing tape or duct tape to temporarily try and, seal off the wound so it bleeds less. Again, it's not ideal, but
ガムテープで傷口を縛るやつがどこにいるってんだ!
Yeah. But I mean, we're literally in her apartment. She could have tried. Does she not have a first aid kit with? I guess why would she keep one, right? What? She probably thought she would never need one. So she never bought one. So I guess
あんまり人のことバカバカ連呼しないでよ。
Well, I mean,
なんだか本当にそうなのかなって考えちゃうじゃない。
you probably should.
うるさい。いいから傷口を見せろ。
I reach out a hand to lift her shirt. And Arkwood quickly steps away from me, dropping backwards onto the bed with a soft thud. Yeah. She's a vampire, but she's still a lady, Shiki. Have some respect.
ふざけるな。傷口が開いたらどうするつもりだ。
He doesn't understand.
いいよ、こんなの放っておいたって。シキこそバカな真似はやめてよね。女の子の服を剥ごうなんて、使徒よりたちが悪いわよ。
What? I wouldn't say it's worse than a dead apostle, but like, yeah, no, it's pretty bad.
あのな、俺はお前を人間として見てないんだから、男も女もないだろ。
Yeah, no, you totally haven't been like commenting on her beauty in your head since you met her, pretty much. Like, okay, buddy.
ほら、いいからおとなしくしてろ。俺をかばった傷で死なれたら一生負い目ができちまう。
Arkwood pouts and glares at me for a moment, but ultimately rolls over the bed in my direction. Her lips still firmly shut. She gets back on her feet with childlike reluctance. She's sulking about it, but it looks like she'll at least let me take a look.
よし。どんな手当てをしたのか、ちょっと見せてみろ。
Arkwood, you are ridiculous. Arkwood lifts her sweater to reveal her abdomen.
But
yeah, no, she didn't just, tape over the wound. No, she wrapped it around her whole fucking torso. I have to resist the urge to go off on a tirade again. The tape is tightly wrapped around not just her wound, but her entire abdomen. The second she lowers her shirt again, I pull Arkwood up into my arms. Ayo.
何するのよ、シキ。
ベッドに寝かすんだよ。病院に連れて行きたいのは山々だけど、そういうわけにはいかないだろ。
I place her back onto the bed as gently as I can. You know, she had enough energy to lay herself down if you really wanted her back on bed. You didn't have to. Okay, buddy.
俺が戻ってくるまで絶対に動き回るなよ。
She's gonna move. 1,000,000%.
さっきみたいに歩き回ったら、お前のことなんて忘れてさっさと逃げるからな。
Yeah, I don't believe him when he says that, but sure. I quickly scan the room. Not a first aid kit or even a bandage in sight. Guess you don't need any of that when you can revive whenever you want to. True. And hell, this might be the first time she's ever needed medical treatment. Yeah, probably. I feel around to check how much I have on me. 2,000 yen in cash. Not a lot.
いや、見栄を張ってる場合じゃない。アルケード、お前金持ちだって言ったよな。
Yeah.
うん。お金には不自由してないけど、それが何よ。
I like this angle. I like how it's just her eyes and her nose. Like, yeah, I'm rich. What? Why? You trying to steal from me?
現金でもカードでもとにかく貸してくれ。手当に必要なものを買い込んでくれ。お前に効果があるかどうかはわからないけど、最低限の手当ぐらいしよ
う。Yeah.
いいけど、無駄かもしれないよ。
Well, let us try.
無駄でもやるんだ。そのまま放っておけるもんか。
Plus, have you ever tried your actual like medicine and whatnot? Maybe you never know. Maybe in your like weakened state, your body will, take to it. I don't know.
わかった。私も体の作りそのものはシキたちと同じなんだし、それなりに意味はあるかもしれないし。
Yeah, maybe. Arkwid holds out a wad of 10,000 yen bills in front of me. Yeah, damn! I'm not even going to ask where she pulled this stack of bills from. Yeah, in the original, didn't she just straight up conjure like a chunk of gold? And Shiki was like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? Or so, am I making things up? I swear I remember something about her like summoning gold. Which makes me want, so she can is my brain just misremembering? I feel like someone told me she can summon anything that's within the Millennium Castle, right? I don't know. Maybe my brain conjured that up out of nowhere. But I swear someone told me that. I don't know though. I could be going crazy. You know, I never know.
お前は黙って横になってろ。あ、でも眠っちゃダメだからな。横になってもちゃんと起きてるんだぞ。
シキ、すごく無茶な注文してるよ、それ。
No.
無茶だけどやれ。眠ると体の機能は低下する。免疫力とか抵抗力な。
I don't think an infection would even try to mess with her.
なんで、傷が塞がっていないまま寝ると、ますます悪化するんだそうだ。
Sure.
睡眠で回復するのは頭の疲れだけで、傷や病気は治してくれないだろう。だから、とりあえず手当てをするまでは起きていた方がいい。へえ。
それってその通りよ。
Sure.
あのさ、なんで笑うんだよ、そこで。
I feel like she's weirdly, like, into the idea of, in her weakened state, seeing what, like, human sickness is like. I feel like she low-key wants to get sick. Am I the only one who feels that way? She's like, that could be interesting.
だって、シキが頼りになるんだもん。
Right. Yeah, dependable. She must have a screw loose somewhere. Maybe a few. But I keep from saying anything. I need to get back to the job at hand. I leave her bedroom and remove my blood-stained jacket before I head out. Time to go shopping. Wait, what? Something in the kitchen catches my eye as I head for the exit.
飯だ。
Sitting on the table is a meal, or rather a plate of food. Maybe a mishmash of ingredients would be more accurate. At the very least, I think it was something that was supposed to resemble food. This must be why Arkwid was in the kitchen earlier. Trad wife Arkwid? She said she normally doesn't eat anything. So I don't exactly need to guess who she was preparing all this food for. Oh, you're not gonna say anything to her? I'm annoyed. I can't stay here a second longer. I dash into town, hoping to find something that'll help her heal. Get the strongest shit you can find. At least that was my intention, but it's not like I've ever given first aid before. I'll just buy whatever supplies come to mind. Disinfectant, gauze, bandages, and painkillers. Yeah, well, Oh, and better pick up something nutritious too. Can't really go wrong with that. Right. Thankfully, I'm not short on money. It might be my inexperience speaking, but it's better to buy too much than too little. It's not like I know it'll actually work on Arkwid. True. With that philosophy in mind, I end up buying every single thing I can think of. Hopefully Arkwid's not too upset that you spent all her, or a lot of her money. Okay. I ignore her carefree giggles and protests and protests and instead try to apply the gauze as delicately as I can. The wound isn't that big. No, it may not be big, but it's at least 4 centimeters deep. A laceration across the abdomen like this would be fatal to any normal human.
こんなの全然大したことないからね。
I disagree. Yet that's all she had to say about it. Her organs already healed up somehow. Honestly, that part is freaky, so I don't really want to think about it too hard. Since the bleeding had stopped, all I needed to do was dress the wound, though the process wasn't as smooth as I hoped it would be. I wasn't sure if disinfectant would do much on a wound as big as this, or if it might actually be counterproductive, but in the end I used some anyway, hoping it would help. I was a little afraid that Arkwood would thrash about from the antiseptic sting, but she sat through it quietly without so much as a flinch.
今何かしたの?
Yeah, no, her pain tolerance is, yeah. I'm not sure if she's just thick-headed or indifferent to this kind of thing.
よし。
But yeah, actually, using disinfectant on deep wounds on a human is actually really bad. Cause it can cause it doesn't just kill bad germs, it kills good germs, and so if it's like deep in your body where, you know, your human bacteria is at, it it's not good. I don't remember the exact reasoning, but it's not good. That's why deep wounds, they usually just use saline, I believe, to wash it out and hope the salt or sodium in the saline, you know, yeah. Something like that. Maybe I have that backwards. Do I have that backwards? I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Should you use disinfectant on deep wounds? Yeah, you should generally avoid using antiseptics like rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide on deep wounds because they can damage healthy tissue and delay healing. Okay, yeah, it wasn't about bacteria, but it can, okay, but it, yeah, it does. It is bad. I was right. I just had the reasoning wrong. Neatly wrapping the bandages around it.
ちょっとやめてって。仕切ってはうますぎ。
Arkwood, please. Arkwood's gleeful laughter rings through the room. You don't flinch at all from the antiseptic, but the bandages feel ticklish? Yeah, see, she's maybe her nerves were killed in the wound. Maybe, and so that's why she didn't feel it. I don't know. I ignore her till I manage to pin the bandages. I've heard that tightening bandages around a wound can stem bleeding, so I give them one final tug for good measure.
もう今のは減点だよ、シキ。
What? You shut up! You don't know anything. Phew. Looks like I've done all I can for now. The curtains are closed again. I shut them when I returned out of concern for Arkwood.
さて、格好だけはつけてみたけど、どうかな。
Yeah.
動けるか、アルクエイド。
ええ、動く分には問題なさそう。中身はまだぐちゃぐちゃのままだから満足には動けないでしょうけど。
Yeah, no, shouldn't go overboard when your insides are fucked up. Yeah, it's...
そうか。ま、それはそっちの方で何とかしてくれ。俺は切るのが専門で直すのは管轄外だ。
Especially if that someone is a vampire. But, you know, I take a step back and... Ow, my wrist. I take a step back and sit myself down against one of the walls.
お疲れさ、もう寝ていいぞ。眠って力が戻ればすぐに治るんだろ。見張っててやるからおとなしく寝ていてくれ。
うんうん、 寝ても傷は回復しないわ。四季も言ったでしょ、睡眠で回復できるのは疲れだけだって。
For humans, but didn't you say that? Okay, well, whatever.
私の場合ね、力は純粋な時間経過で回復するものなの。夜になればとりあえず普通に動けるぐらいには回復するわ。
She can tell me she's fine all she wants, but it tugs on my heartstrings to see her suffer like this.
いいから眠ってくれ。今のお前、話しているだけで辛そうじゃないか。
そうだけど、せっかく式が起きてるんだもの。
Oh, she wants to talk.
眠るのがもったいなくて。
Arkwid sits on the bed again. Just humor her, Shiki, come on. She's in full-on shatty mode. There's no fighting it. I've still got some things I want to know anyway, so I guess we might as well talk for a while.
アルクエイド、昨日のホテルのことを聞いていいか？
そうね。やっぱりそういう会話になるわよね。私と式の場合。
I mean, you know, it is kind of prudent to our situation.
昨日のあいつ、ブローブとか言っていたけど、あいつは一体何なんだ？
That's a good question.
吸血鬼なのはわかる。仰々しい服とか、お前よりよっぽどらしかったからな。けど。
Then again, there were those blue flames of his that engulfed the hallway but burned only humans. That's totally removed from my image of a vampire.
私よりらしいって何をらしいって。
Well, I mean, you know, it's the stereotypical, human myths about vampires. You know, he's kind of fit the bill more than you did.
でも、確かに式の言う通りか。あいつ、体も崩れていないし、原理も小規模だったし、人間が思い描くオーソドックスな吸血鬼なんでしょう。あの炎の川を覗けばね。
それだ。やっぱりお前から見てもあの火は異常なのか？
No.
あいつはお前より強い。
No. No. don't be silly. Well, I mean, maybe currently, but in general, no. Arkwid heaves a sigh tinged with annoyance.
そりゃあね、誰かさんに殺されてしまった私はあんな二流の人と戦いをするレベルまで落ちてるわよ。
Yeah, I wonder who that was.
今の私とブローブのスケールを比べるならあっちの方がやや上ってところ。
そうか。普段のアルクエイドならなんとか倒せる相手なんだ。
Pretty handedly, actually. She could just walk through his flames and probably just rip him in half. like, you know.
なんとかって普段なら戦いになんてならない。もう誰のおかげでこんな屈辱に耐えていると思ってるの？あんな祖になりたての見習い、本当なら睨むだけでぺしゃんこにできるんだからね。
I believe her, Shiki. Oops. She's angry now. That said, I'm not asking how strong she'd be in a hypothetical situation. I need to know if she's able to defeat that vampire the way things are. No.
できないわ。今はブローブの方が上だもの。単純な性能で下回っているんだから、無策で戦えば殺されるわ。
ずいぶんきっぱりと言うんだな。さっきはあんなに怒ったくせに。
Well, again, whose fault is that?
ただの事実よ。分かりきった話なんだから、予断も希望も挟まないわ。
Yeah, that's for me true. The impact of her words reverberates through my chest. It seems Arkwid's dead serious when it comes to fighting. Oh. Seeing her talk so coolly about death just reminds me that she's a vampire all over again. Yeah.
四季の言いたいこともわかるけどね。あの炎は確かに厄介だし、ブローブ本体の力も上司にふさわしいものだし、私に少しでもあいつの知識があれば多少の戦力差は覆せるんだろうけど。
So like servants, information is power then when it comes to vampires?
アルクエイドはあいつを知らないのか？
How can she not know him? Didn't she come here to kill this Castellan in the first place? That's a different guy.
私、吸血鬼に知り合いはいないわ。知り合ったということは次の瞬間に殺しているということだもの。今回みたいに顔を合わせたのに別れたなんていうのは特例よ。
でもあいつの方はお前を知ってるようだったけど。
I mean, she's the princess. she quite literally is that guy, pal. You know.
初対面よ。私は吸血鬼たちに知れ渡っているからあっちが勝手に知っていただけ。他の吸血鬼たちも同様。基本的に私たちに面識はないから。でも名前や素性だけは知っている。歴史を重ね得意な能力を保有する個体ほど名前が知れ渡るのは当然でしょ。
And he's relatively new, so yeah, you don't know him.
ブローブはその逆。まだ名もつけられていない新参者なんでしょうね。多分祖になって200年ぐらいかな。
200 years is still a pretty good amount of time. I was thinking maybe like 100 years at most. With the 200
またその単語か。祖ってのは何なんだ？
まあ吸血鬼たちの王様みたいなものかな。式には関係のない話よ。
Sure, we
関
don't.
係あるだろ。要は城主ってやつのことか。あのゾンビたちを操ってる親玉というか。
上司と祖は必ずしも同じじゃないわ。強力な人ほど上司になりやすいだけで、上司はいわば地方領主みたいなものなの。祖はその上、領主たちを輩出するさらに上の吸血鬼。人たちの世界は27の勢力に分けられているの。27の国があると思えばいいわ。
Okay.
その国を統べる、あるいは国そのものとされるのが祖と呼ばれる古い吸血鬼、使徒の頂点に立つ者たちよ。
So that's new to the remake, right? I don't remember it being described as them like being kingdoms and them being like the progenitors of the Castellans. Like Castellans are even a new term for the remake. I'm pretty sure. 27 kingdoms and 27 rulers. Makes sense to me. I guess even vampires vie for power just like humans do.
待てよ。それとんでもない相手ってことじゃないか。
May sort of.
まあそうね。ブローブはまだ未熟者だけど、それでもあなたたち人間から見れば災害と変わらない。昨日のホテルもそうよ。あいつは1階から最上階までやってきただけだった。人間なんて殺す気はなかったし、心底どうでもいい存在だった。でもそれだけで人間は死ぬ。あの炎はあいつがいるだけで発生する呪いのようなものだから。
Oh, okay. He just has to exist for people to die around him? And he doesn't even care about humans? But doesn't that also mean that
俺たちがホテルに逃げたから起きたことなのか。
Yeah, probably.
ええ、私がいたからブローブはやってきた。
Artbit confirms my fears. Vlov's presence might have been what killed all those people, but we were the ones responsible for bringing that disaster to their doorstep. Yeah. It'd be all too easy to blame Arquid for everything. I'd have every right to do so as a human. She's just a vampire. She doesn't even care about human life. Vlov and her have that much in common. But then again, who was it that made it so she had to flee and hole up in a hotel somewhere? Who deserves the blame here? The answer is simple. There's only one person responsible for getting these innocent bystanders caught up in Vlov's flames. Only one person is responsible for Arquid's present state. I'm the person who killed her in the first place.
シキ、同じ間違いは繰り返さないで。弱い生き物から消えていくのは当然のことでしょう。彼らが死んだのはいつの間にか自分の身を守れないように進化した人間という種全体の責任よ。
I wouldn't go that far.
人が人を殺したというのなら確かに人間社会での罪になる。けれどこれは人間と人間外のものに起きた自然淘汰の一環よ。あなた個人の責任なんて思うのは傲慢だわ。
Sorry, my head was blocking a bit of the dialogue.
傲慢って俺が
I mean, kind of.
ええ、あなたが人間の代表ならそれでもいいけどね。いい？例えば山の話。そこには肉食獣たちのコミュニティがあった。彼らの食事には人間も含まれていた。そしてある日、その事実を全く知らない人間たちがやってきて、彼らを残らず自分たちの営みのために全滅させた。この場合、どちらに罪があるというの
？The creatures, I guess, for not hearing them and running away. I don't know.
人間から身を守れなかった彼ら？それとも彼らを皆殺しにした人間？
それは
Arquid's parable shakes me out of my self-loathing. It wasn't a fable she made up to comfort me, but one laden with scorn and disdain. The burden of guilt, the weight of life, something I, and maybe humanity in general, are overly concerned by. I understand what she's trying to say. In her story, neither the humans nor the beasts carry any sin. What happened was simply nature, the way of the world. The only fault lies with the species unable to ensure their own survival.
でもここは
But what? The human world. A human city. This isn't a matter of humans being too weak or vampires being too strong. A city is a place where weaker humans can congregate for shelter and protection, to be stronger together. So it's fair for me to question my own responsibility in bringing a vampire into that sanctuary.
そう。私も間違ってたみたい。
What?
あなたは確かに殺人鬼にはなれない人ね。
Thanks? I think that's a compliment?
なんだよその言い方。
Maybe?
俺が甘いっていうのか。
Yeah, kinda.
それ以前の問題。だからここではっきりさせましょう。
Alright.
シキ、あなたはこれからどうするの？
I don't know.
吸血鬼と戦う？それとも逃げる？
I mean, fight. Ugh.
好きな方を選んで。私はもう強制はしない。見張り役の約束は昨日一日で完了よ。
She's asking me what I plan to do next. Isn't that already obvious?
でも覚悟をして。吸血鬼と戦うということは 人間の枠から外れるということ。
I mean, man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, I guess.
あなたたちがどれだけ犠牲になっても、それを自分とは関係のないことだと思えなければ、あなたは必ず破綻する。それが間違っていると思うのなら、昨日までのあなたに戻りなさい。それが人間という種の一番正しいあり方だから。
Arquid's sharp gaze pierces right through me. I know what I should do. If I want any chance of living a normal human life, I should run. Out of all my options, distancing myself holds the best outcome for me. But what about Arquid? What's best for her? No, I shouldn't be thinking about her. I should be putting myself first. If I stick around here with her, I'll undoubtedly run into that monster again. He was out of this world. Not just as a vampire. Not just because of his flames. His very eyes were void of normality. That deadened stare bereft of emotion. Cold to all things. A creature who cares nothing for the lives of humans, or even those of his vampire brethren. There's no way I could face him again. Having nearly been killed once already, I know that fact in my very bones. I've got to refuse. I have every reason to. No matter which way I look at it, this entire situation is way out of my league.
アルクエイド、俺は。
But is that really the right thing to do? I'd be abandoning Arquid. Arquid, the woman who's weak and unable to even move around properly. All because of me.
俺は。
I'm just running away. Running away from the monster that mercilessly burned his countless victims alive without so much as a second thought. Can I really pretend that never happened? Forget what I saw and live on as the only human survivor without even a pang of guilt? I don't think you can. I'm the only one who can see the lines of death. Someone important once told me I was given these eyes because there might come at a time when I'd need them. So the answer is obvious. I might not be able to rid myself of my doubts and fears. I'm not even sure I'll be able to make a meaningful contribution. But what I am sure of is that I want to do something. That's it, Shiki.
アルクエイド、お前の話は俺には分からない。どんなに相手が違う生き物だとしても、どんなに俺が無力だとしても、責任は同じなんだ。俺はやっぱり多くの人を見殺しにしたし、多くの人を見殺しにするのは嫌なんだ。だから今さら自分だけ逃げるなんてできない。
I sigh deeply and stare up at the ceiling. There we go. At least my resolve is finally rock solid.
吸血鬼を倒す。それがあのホテルにいて自分だけ生き残った俺が取るべき責任なんだと思う。
Good man, Shiki. Good man. My affirmation is just as much for myself as it is for Arquid. Arquid sighs, as if blaming herself for my decision. But she wants Shiki there. Maybe not.
そっか。じゃあ私は何も言わない。
Okay.
シキが一緒に戦ってくれるのは助かるしね。あなたならブローブなんて問題なく一撃で殺せるんだから。
If we can figure out a way to get us close to him, sure. But maybe.
いや、それは無理だろ。あいつの周り熱くて近づけないんだから。
What happened to all that resolve, huh? what happened?
それ以前にどうやってあいつを見つけるんだ？
見つけるって、シキってほんと極端なのね。逃げないって決めたら今度はこっちから攻めに行こうだなんて。
Well, I mean, he's gotta go. I mean, like...
なんとなくそう思っただけだ。極端の化身みたいなお前に言われたくない。
私は効率重視なだけよ。
Well, then let's efficiently figure out a way to kill the motherfucker. like,
まあいいわ。
that's all there is to it.
言っておくけど、ここからは持久戦だから。
Okay.
一番確実な戦法は、私の体力が戻りきるまで逃げること。あと3日もすれば、私の規模は3割ぐらいまで回復する。それだけの出力があれば、私一人でもブローブを倒しきれる。
But will he stay inactive for 3 days? I don't think so.
3日？いや、でも。
ええ。その3日間、ブローブは野放しよ。あいつは地下に潜って人間から血液を補充する。それだけじゃない。あの様子からすると、夜の街を徘徊するかもしれない。あいつ、正気が欠けていたし、姿を隠さないと教会に狙われる、なんてセオリー、頭にないのかもね。
Yeah, we could rely on CL killing him.
それはダメだ。
That could work.
あいつはいるだけで炎をまき散らす怪物なんだぞ。一日だって放っておけるか。
I mean, you're not wrong, but also, how do you plan on killing him in one day? When Arkwood's at, like, barely, not even 10% strength.
なら昼間のうちにブローブを見つけて殺すしかない。でもそれには反対よ。大まかな場所は目星がつくけど、睡眠中の人ほど用心深いものはないわ。今の私たちじゃ返り討ちになる可能性の方が高いもの。
そんな、奴の居場所に目星がついてるのにむざむざ見逃すっていうのか。
She said rough idea. I imagine it's an area that you still have to search.
ええ、言ったでしょ。人間が何人ブローブの餌食になろうと、私には関係のない話だって。
It's a cold way of looking at it, Arkwood. I swallow hard. I understand what she's saying. If we're to play it safe, or even stand a chance at all, then it's better to wait for Arkwood to recover from her wounds and regain her strength first. But on the other hand, the more time we waste here, the more victims will fall right into Vlov's hands. Ooh. I don't know. I imagine this is the foreshadowing of that. Oh, wait. Right, I recorded that and I'm planning to put it at the end. So yeah, like I said at the start, I went through the second dead end, and they warned about longer, dead ends. So I feel like that's probably what this is. One of these will lead to a dead end that will take a little while to get to. And then one obviously continues the story unabated. really don't know, to be honest. Let's do should at least wait here till evening falls. My heart says we can't allow Vlov to remain on the loose for another second. That would be reckless. What was I even thinking? That I can just go out there, find him, and kill him myself? That was just a scenario conjured up by my guilty conscience to tempt me into escaping reality. I need to keep a cool, level head. If I really want to defeat that vampire, and if I really want to reduce the number of casualties, then we have to stick it out for now. But even so, 3 days feels like a lifetime.
アルクエイド、俺が見張りをする義務は昨日で終わりって言ったよな。
Yeah?
言ったけど、何よ、やっぱり怖くなった？
No?
いや、そうじゃないんだ。ここからは義務じゃなくて協力になるなら、俺の頼みも聞いてほしい。俺はお前の言う通りにする。お前の指示に従う。盾は無理でもナイフぐらいはこなしてみせる。
I don't know if that's like supposed to be a fate reference to Saber saying I am your sword. I'd like to think it is. Like I'll be your knife, I'll be your I don't know.
だからその代わり。
その代わり
3日は待てない。今夜奴を誘い出そう。
あなた本気？
It's real risky, Shiki. Arkwood peers at me skeptically, as if she's asking me whether or not I have a death wish. I'm well aware it's dangerous, but I'm not planning to back down from this either.
冗談でこんなこと言い出せるか？俺だって死にたくない。だから聞かせてくれ。今夜まで休んだお前と俺の目でグローブは倒せるか？
The only one capable of making that judgment is Arkwood herself. If she says it can be done, I'll wager everything I have on those odds.
そうね。シキが私の言う通りに動いてくれるなら、私たちの方が強いかな。
Yeah, maybe.
でもそれでいいの？3日待った方が安全だよ。
Or at least one day. Like, do it tomorrow night. Let her recover a little bit. Get her to like 15%. You know, like... I don't know.
分かってる。でも、これが俺のギリギリの許容範囲なんだ。それ以上は精神が持たない。
まあそれならいいけど、正直に言えば3日間逃げ切れる可能性も低かったし。じゃあ今から路線変更、作戦会議ね。
Again, if they could wait at least one day, that'd be, well, whatever.
式はどこで戦いたいの？
I'm assuming the park, like where they fought Nero in the original. Is my guess.
いや、いいのか？
Okay, why are you second guessing yourself now? She gave the okay. I'm genuinely shocked at how easily she let me have my way. I was expecting a lot more pushback after seeing how serious she can get about battle.
それならいいって言ったでしょ？
Alright.
私が3日間逃げ切れるのか、今夜私たちでブローブを殺すのか。どちらも同じ成功率だもの。違うのはあなたの生存確率だけよ。
そっか。ありがとう、アルクエイド。
私としてはおすすめできないけど。ほんと、式ってわかんない。
Don't worry about it. He's kind of crazy. I understand that my selfish request will make it harder to defeat Vlav with certainty. So I wasn't surprised that Arkwood looked a little dismayed by it. After all, she's all about efficiency. But I was surprised that she didn't reject it outright. I'm not sure if she did it to respect my feelings, or if she just figured it didn't have much of an impact on her overall odds. Either way, I'm glad she agreed to side with me. Well, yeah, why wouldn't she?
じゃ、ちょっと小休止ね。お腹減ってるでしょ、シキ。さっきのおかわりいる？新しいの作ってあげよっか。
You know, we'll make our own food. You know, you just lay back and rest.
いや、自分で作るから。
He's like, I don't trust.
冷蔵庫の食材だけ好きに使わせていただきます。
I feel bad for not trying it, but I don't possess the fortitude to stomach whatever heaping of ingredients Arkwood slapped together on a plate. Yeah, no, fair enough. Maybe if I were in peak condition. No, not even then. She's like, She's like, why won't you try it? Vlav is already plenty dangerous. If a confrontation with him is inevitable, I'd be better off avoiding Arkwood's lethal cooking at the very least. She's like, Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I think this next bit is gonna be them going over their plan of attack before then going out to hunt Vlav. So, I'm gonna cut it there, just so this video doesn't get into the 2-hour territory. Because with me tacking on the second dead end that I recorded earlier, it's already gonna be like 1 hour and 40, so yeah, I'm gonna stop there. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, next time we're gonna go vampire hunting. Okay, Kona. Okay. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Hey, what's up guys? Chillis, welcome back to Tsukihime Piece of Blue Glass Moon. Last time we did the first dead end, but there was another dead end during the hotel section that I want to do. So before we get on to day 5, I'm gonna go back here again, load this data. And yeah, I'm just gonna skip forward until we reach the... Okay. Oh wait, nope, this isn't it. I'm just gonna choose the same thing, 10 people. I guess I could have gone with one of the other ones and then see how that changed the dialogue, but don't particularly care to. Okay. And from here, we will stay in the room to observe the situation, and this should be where the dead end begins. It's better to observe the situation from in here. It'd be reckless for me to go out there alone while Arkwood is still recovering. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think... I don't remember if that was a choice in the original. I want to... I think... I think it was. I think last time I said it... I thought it wasn't during like the actual story bit, but I actually now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was. I think it was a choice there. Time continues to pass. My fingers tighten around the knife as my eyes fixate on the video feed of the lobby bathed in flame. What's up, Arkwood? Arkwood's eyes are closed. Looking at her now reminds me of how beautiful, no, how powerful she looked in the moonlight. It's been more than half a day since the fight in the alley. Surely she's regained a bit of her power by now. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's hot. It's like I'm standing inches away from a massive bonfire, cooking and smoldering as the air in front of me distorts from the heat. It's getting hard to breathe. I figured that'd be safe as long as I stayed inside of the room, but my head is feeling light. At this rate, I'm going to pass out. Should I go out there knowing it's dangerous? I still have time. But just as I start to reevaluate my decision, the lights go out. Oh no, you did not have time. The mysteriously high temperature suddenly drops again. At the same time, I hear it. An unending flurry of knocks against the door.
式覚悟はいい
But probably as ready as we'll ever be. Arkwood's words are the only thing to break through the darkness. I swallow as I listen to the pounding.
覚悟って何だ
What do you think ready for? Yeah, okay, come on, Shiki. Keep up. There's no time for me to finish my question. If staying in this room was a mistake, then I guess asking something like that was a mistake too. Yeah, just a little bit. Hearing the splintering of wood, I whip around to face the door. Yeah, not having light is kind of gonna screw you over. It was just a split-second decision, but I had to distance myself from the door in the hopes it'd be safer. Little did I know what would happen next. Do we just die instantly? Does our throat get ripped out? The two dog. Okay, so Arkwood saves us from the dogs, but that's gonna expend her energy that she uses to defend us from Vlav, I assume. The two dogs that broke down the door burst into the room. Arkwood slashes at them with her claws, and the second she does, the room is flooded with fire. Hot flames washing over every corner until it's filled to the brim. Unless we're dealing with incredible temperatures, a human won't die instantly when exposed to the fire. But these flames hit like a blunt weapon powerful enough to turn the body to ashes in a single blow. It reminds me of a flamethrower. A flamethrower might look like it's launching flames at you, but in reality it merely douses the target with fuel, igniting it a microsecond later. The fire is pretty similar. Or this fire is pretty similar. The blaze strikes across the room like a whip, reducing everything it touches to cinders in an instant. What chance does the human body have against something that can melt its way through a wall or table? If there's one small mercy at the center of this inferno, it's that the fire lashed straight through my waist and immediately incinerated everything above it, sparing me the slow agony of burning alive. Yeah, no, I guess I guess it's good. If you have to die, it's better for it to be quick than painful and long, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, if I was gonna die no matter what, I guess that's how I'd want to go, so, fair enough. Alright, CL Sensei. Play Dubious Hint segment number 2? Yes. Let's see what she's got for us. See what shenanigans Neko Arc's gonna pull.
Welcome to my territory. ようこそ無残なバッドボーイ。
Yeah, good to see you too. I guess.
まあどっちも同じやろ。なんて甘い考えで選択肢を選んでみればこのありさま。
No, I purposefully went looking for that, so nope, you'd be wrong there.
消極的なメガネ君に勝つ。 を入れる救済コーナー、教えてシエル先生、始まるよ。2回目の方はこんにちは。初めての方はよろしくお願いします。大抵のプレイヤーさんはこちらの回が初見になると思われるので、自己紹介から。
Okay.
Q&A コーナー、教官役のシエルです。こちらはアシスタントの猫アルク。
Residents of what she I wouldn't call her a sandbag. She's pretty tough. If Melty Blood's anything to go by, but you know, okay.
毎回端的にデッドエンドの原因を説明しますので、少しだけお付き合いくだされば幸いです。
Yeah, get on with it.
大抵は直前の選択肢がまずかったんで、1個前に戻ればいいだけなんだけど。たまにずいぶん前の選択が原因でデッドエンドになることもあるから油断なんね。
Yeah, like the first one took a little bit longer to get there. Like there was a bit more to it, whereas this one was pretty instant. But yeah, I remember in Fate Stay Night, there was the one where we like submitted to Ren in Heaven's Field, I believe, yeah. And it took a good 2 hours to get there, maybe longer. 2 to 3 hours, somewhere in there. Like you went like to I think like 2 or 3 days before it bit you in the butt. So yeah, I wouldn't expect any different.
そういうケースの解説はまたおいおい。今回はよくある即死系デッドエンドです。
And by 2-3 days, I meant in game of FSN, not yeah.
異常な事態に直面した際、慎重に様子を見るというのは正しい考えですが、今回はアウトでしたね。
Yeah.
何しろ逃げ場がありませんから。
That's true.
翼でもない限り、ホテルの屋上に陣取るのはおすすめできません。猫であれば逃げられたのだが、にゃんと身軽に空を飛べるからにゃ、猫は。
Yeah, you have rockets for feet, if I remember correctly. Or no, you get rid of your feet and the rockets like under your skirt or something, if I remember. Yeah, it's something like that.
それは身が軽いという意味ですか？屋根から屋根に
？No. Show what you got, Neko Arc.
でも、ホテルの最上階からは猫でもさすがに。
Yeah, there we go. There she goes.
ロケットで突き抜けた。
Just salute.
何の参考にもなりません、あの猫。
Yeah, no, I don't think she aims to be. She just kind of does her own thing. CL, you just gotta go with the flow. Oh, is that it? Okay. I was expecting something else, but okay, that's gonna do it. This is probably gonna go up the same day as the main story part, simply because this is less than barely 11 minutes. So I don't know, maybe I'll tack it on to the end of the main story part, but I'm doing this before I continued the main story, so it'll be weird. So yeah, you know, I'll probably just tack it on to the main story part. So this will probably be the ending for part 13 of the main story. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next time, where you know, I don't really know, because again, I haven't started day 5 yet, so I don't. We'll see. But yeah, later.